Why, hello there. Welcome to our magical world. Now, I'm Patrick March, and I'm a professional illusionist. I started performing, I learned that I could do magic when I was 7 years old. And I did shows for my class, and then I became an illusionist in high school. I performed in Ghirardelli Square, and then developed into a professional performer. I played and the drums and a few other things. I liked also to draw and to do sculptures and things like that. So I actually had gotten a scholarship for art, but I realized that I was at heart a magician, and that I could either be an okay artist, pretty good artist, or I could really devote myself to something I loved. So after high school, that summer, I made the decision just to go completely into the art of magic, and I never turned back. It was called a vanishing salt shaker, and it was in something called, it's a great trick, it's called, in the first book of magic, by I think it's Edward Stoddard, he described how to make a salt shaker disappear. And when I read how it was done, I thought, oh, that's too simple. Anybody could figure this out. But then I practiced it a few times, and then I did it for my family, and it fooled everyone. And I was shocked that something that if you do this and this and this, people will jump to conclusions that what you're doing is magic. And I was fascinated by that. And then I learned another effect, and then pretty soon I was doing magic for my school. You can learn anything you want. Now you can go onto the internet and find out about magic and about different art forms. But I learned by going to the library. And I would spend almost every day at the library reading every book on magic because I had such a strong feeling for being a magician. And then I started experimenting with some ideas, and pretty soon I was creating a lot of my own routines. But for me, what magic is the expression of just sharing your passion for whatever you're interested in. And making a connection with other people, and then using their imaginations to allow them to realize that there are dimensions beyond what our perception are, and that you can attain those by just using your imagination and your creativity. Something that's impossible. Say, wait a minute, that can't happen. And yeah, as an illusion. I call myself an illusionist because what I do is I manipulate reality for people. And one of the things that are very important while you're doing that is that you have to get everyone's attention. So what's fun about magic is that it's an art form also that needs the participation of other people. I could be performing in my room while I'm rehearsing, but it's going through the motions. It requires an audience, it requires you, your imagination, to be to participate in this for the expression of magic to be realized. So it's one of the only art forms that is participatory completely. It's something that's an expression that happens between me and another person, and the magic happens in between somewhere. It's a very fun thing. Like writing music. You come up with a concept, you know some of the notes, like in music, it's made up of 7 notes, and once you learn certain principles, then you can start mixing them together. You have an idea, and then you weave a story, and then you come up with technique for creating that. I like particularly the theatrics of magic and how to set up people's expectations, so I often talk about that, or technique of things. I was really lucky. And that's something I think in anyone's life, if they could discover something that they really love to do. If they can do that, that's the most important thing you can do in life. You discover something that you really enjoy, and then you can dedicate yourself to that, and you'll get better and better, and you'll start thinking about it even in between times when you're not having to study about it. It's just because it interests you. And over time, you'll become very good at it. And it's my belief that if you truly love what you do, other people will find that out, and other people will support that. It doesn't matter really what you are interested in, you'll do it as an artist does. And there are people that will say, oh, you want to do that? Great. And then you'll start, you'll start being successful. I think success in life is being happy and enjoying what your life is and being responsible for what your decisions are. And I think once you do that, then you'll have a great life.